Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Перец, и наконец-то мои руки дошли до третьего эпизода второго прохождения игрушки под названием Законца. У нас мы нашли во втором эпизоде мать, и это значит, что у нас другое начало третьего эпизода. Я не буду называть этот ролик по три начала, другое начало третьего эпизода. Попробую как-нибудь другое обозначить.
Why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
Итак, сейчас я точно качаю оккультизм. Что у нас по этому? Эрудицию можно, в принципе, качнуть, языкознание. Так, эрудиция. 2 раза можно. Ну, нет, давай языкознание. Поехали. У нас другое начало третьего эпизода, потому что мы мать нашли. Вот это меня, кстати, немножко обрадовало. В самом деле. Вход в склеп у нас 22 января 1793 года. Закончился третий эпизод. Правило, или как реплейс, не знаю.
Don't move.
Wait, I don't...
So you've come at last.
Easy. Let me turn around. Oh my god, Mother, what has happened to you?
Who are you?
Louis...
But, Mother...
Who are you?
Louis Мороз...
Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Mother, I don't know what you've been through, but lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
О, давай-ка выпьем якорцы. Так, устойчивость. Психология, давай-ка.
Let's go, Mother. Let's go home.
In all my heart, there's nothing I want more. But I know you won't let me leave.
Я знаю,
You
что...
are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
Я прямо знал, что будет с противостояния начинаться третий эпизод. Просто знал.
Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really is me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are. What was the saying I
Быть
taught you?
открытым и
You've been telling
убедительным.
it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I ever forget it?
Open.
Always keep your mind rational
And open.
and open.
You knew it. You are smart. You're getting me muddled up. Tell me rather, whose place were we at when I told you I was coming here?
Mother, I really am your son. You can't trick me. We were in Paris. We were investigating an art dealer.
His name?
Фон Бёрчен. Фон Бёрте.
I just told you, you can't trick me. His name was von Borchert.
My God, everything is lost then. I refuse to believe it's really you, Louis. Otherwise, all this would be for nothing.
Mother, I don't know what happened to you, but don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. I'm here for you and...
No! I ordered you not to come with me.
I received a letter and Lord Mortimer informed me of your disappearance. So I took the...
No! 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 It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but Don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late.
Very well. Rational and open, Louis.
Since you arrived on the island, has anything strange happened to you?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
Нашел секретный кабинет, в принципе.
Everything I found in Lord Mortimer's secret study.
You managed to get past the nightmare? I'm proud of you, Louis. But that's not what I meant by strange.
He's nevertheless extending his influence across the world, Mother.
I know, but that's not what concerns me right now. I asked you if anything strange has happened to you personally.
О, мне посещали, ладно.
Me having visions, for example?
I knew it! It started! Oh,
Hell,
Louis,
she's
I just
panicking.
wish I...
Yes, it's happened to me. Like when I was a boy. I find myself in someone else's body
Да ты
for
серьезно?
the space of a dream.
Have you ever dreamed of a different place to the one where you were sleeping, without being able to explain it?
No. But Mother, don't worry. I'm not losing my
Ладно,
mind.
наука
Everything is fine. Used to give me a concoction to calm me down when I was little. So, just make some for me once we get back home.
Migraines? Loss of consciousness? Loss of control?
No, rest assured. All is well. I promise you.
What else?
Ладно.
Do you want to tell me about your relationship with Elizabeth Adams?
Louis, I don't know what you found out, but just know that I did everything I could to help her.
I'm sure you did, Mother. I'm not judging you.
You know, what she had to put up with was slowly gnawing away at her. Now shut up and listen to me. We might still have a chance.
Аллилуйя.
Something of utmost importance is going to play out right here.
What are you talking about?
A conference, Louis. I should think all Mortimer's guests have arrived by now, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Since this morning.
Perfect. The conference will be able to begin.
Indeed. It shouldn't be long and...
Let me finish. We haven't time. You will attend this conference, and you must find out what Mortimer is up to. Don't trust him, Louis.
Okay.
Understood?
But what's it about?
No matter. I'd wager it's about a vast acquisition of some territory in North America. This, however, is not the issue.
But don't you think that...
Louis, I made a mistake by coming here. We are in the lion's den.
What do you mean?
Mortimer, Holm, their guests. Watch what happens. Do you think it's normal that the representatives of the most powerful nations are here all on their own without anyone else? On an island in the middle of nowhere in total secrecy?
No, not really, but...
Louis! They shape the world. They manipulate us. Everything is decided here and now. They create and break states, provoke wars, destitute governments, or decide who will be their leaders. Open your eyes!
Mother, calm yourself, please.
Nothing is impossible for them. They are capable of reaching everyone, wherever they may be. Through high society banquets, they model the future of us all. And it isn't at all an issue for them.
And? What do you propose?
It's time to act, my son. You will go to this conference and, from the inside, you'll do everything you can to
Прости,
prevent
мать, но
Mortimer's
нет.
plan from going ahead smoothly. We can talk later. I'll explain everything.
But why?
Do as I say, Louis. It's of the utmost importance. Beware of Mortimer. He won't let anything stand in his way.
You promised me that after...
Yes, after. Go now.
Yes, Mother, I'm going. One more thing, Mother. Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
Ну, я предупредил тебя. Так, ладно, другое начало. третьего эпизода. В принципе, ничего удивительного. Я знал, что будет на то противостояние. Но очень длинное. Я думал, что я сейчас проиграю его. На самом деле-то. Пришлось использовать науку. На самом деле-то. Так, подожди, это... Ага.
The song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing.
Опа, медик. Отлично. Сейчас я должен поговорить с Жаком, потому что в прошлый раз я не поговорил с Жаком. Перус сидит и грустит, надо с ним поговорить. Так.
A chest with a motif representing the...
Your conjecture is totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it for some time, but now I'm...
I have already told her so once.
Мед.
By your desire.
Are you quite sure, sir?
Нет места для меда, офигеть. Так, ну поговори с Жаком.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him. I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Your conjecture is totally wrong, I assure you.
Так, где-то здесь были якорцы, да? Да. А, это золотой эликсир. Вот тут якорцы. Да. А, нет, кармелийская вода. Окей, ладно, поговорим. Идем болтать с Мортимером. Так, здесь ничего нету. Где-то здесь была коллекционка, нет? Или мне кажется? Ладно, пошли поговорить с Мортимер.
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting. We are about to begin our... Let me explain.
Thank you kindly. But my mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry, you are not alone.
Very well. Can you give me a brief...
Of course, look. The aim of these meetings...
But...
Of the work...
Our desire is to steer the...
In concrete...
A conference is always organized the same way.
You and...
Exactly. We shall be... It was our obligation to... Once the debate is closed...
By a If the project is not agreed...
And neither of the two masters...
It's up to the... In other words...
Gregory and myself, finally, if the project is validated...
It can take...
How long have you been...
Oh, this...
Do you often hold...
In general, once a year.
Can you give me an example of...
Well...
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't...
Louis, I would like to let you in on a secret. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory. It's currently Spanish territory.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project. We began thinking about a crazy idea. Unfortunately, my idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this, once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, and that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand.
Lord Mortimer, I'm sure you're aware that Louisiana is hardly prime quality land. How is acquiring land they won't know what...
Think further. The United States won't stop there. Once they've acquired Louisiana, nothing will stop them.
So you intend to get...
They are purely... This is the settlers' home. It is natural for them to want to develop. As for the Spanish, there are just a handful of them actually on site. And if need be, we'll see to it that they are sufficiently... Moreover, Spain really only cares about its colonies in South America. The concept of royalty is from bygone times. It is to take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong. Do you really think they... Of course they'll fight. Fearful as they are, but the world needs visionaries. Like you. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. I hope... It's time to start now. Take a seat. Follow the discussions. We'll have an...
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything. His project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
My friends, first of all, I would like to...
The honor is ours.
As per our custom, even though there may be certain... As Sarah de Richet is on...
Welcome.
Welcome, monsieur.
Come, Manuel. You're not going to... The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI.
We are talking about the king of... It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting.
I'm sorry about the fate of the King of France. However, how can a man like me have changed the course of things where...
Perhaps... Certainly. I have a dream.
Thank you for the thought.
I'm coming to it. I need not remind you, and Spain. Well, I propose that Spain...
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, when we went to all the trouble of have I made my...
What did I tell you, Will? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to...
Duke Manuel, but rest assured, you will...
Well, since you give... However, I am impatient to hear what's...
I never spoke of...
What?
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious...
We shall soon be rid of...
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
Senor Godoy, you must know that France will soon ban these barbaric practices.
Oh, do not get on your high horse, Monsieur French. The only reason why France, the instant the shipping lanes have been restored...
Come now, my friends. Let us... Anyway, and these primitive people have no... You'll see.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall... Duke Manuel, I believe...
This is utter... What a strange example. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand?
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
Given the size of your colonies, a number of countries are... By wanting to keep everything, you risk losing it all.
That is indeed, if it comes to war over Louisiana.
Young man.
I thought you...
And I am. That is why I'm doing... France in Louisiana should persuade you not... Louisiana is a vast wetland. I am protecting...
I understand. I hope you know...
Am I imagining things, or...?
Not to put too fine...
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject.
Так.
On the maps of Italy I saw in Mortimer's secret study, he had anticipated movements of troops across Italy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's planning an invasion of Italy by France, and if I push the notion a bit further, I can well imagine the noose is tightening around poor Piaggi's neck without him even...
I don't know if I'm the best person to speak about that, Your Eminence. Well, I think that the French army will enter Italy, and that the Vatican will do whatever France demands of it.
You are Lord Mortimer. I did not come here to listen to such nonsense.
What makes you think that, Monsieur de Richet?
Well, Monsieur Bonaparte, here present, has ordered a large number of cannons, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were to be used to keep Italy under control.
Come, sir. What a strange idea. I have enough on my plate with issues in Corsica.
If you say so.
You see, you're...
But Corsica is not where the cannons are to be delivered, is it?
Aye, but... Louis, you are quick-witted. I like you.
You seem to be overlooking something, Messieurs les Français. I also have backers who would be only too pleased to demonstrate the full extent of their fervor by defending the Vatican. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
Языкознание.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never... Volner looks like he's set on...
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find...
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Home, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but those who are opposed to this project, are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Да.
As for me, I think I shall remain with Lord Mortimer, Sir Gregory.
You are committing a grave error, Louis.
Time will tell.
Да, время покажет. Ну, концовка Мортимера, что мы могу сделать? Конечно, я не могу. В третьем прохождении мы будем сейчас делать все наоборот. Станем с сторону Грегори, помешаем планам, все такое прочее. Мы должны спасти мать еще в четвертом эпизоде, по-моему, да, в четвертом эпизоде должны спасти мать. Поэтому тут без вопросов, конечно.
My friends, I would like to thank you for staying.
Good God, William. What is this I hear about you reinforcing military power in Louisiana? I have no interest in having France for a neighbor, and you know that very well.
Calm down, George. Louis, explain our plan to Mr. Washington, please.
You see, Mr. President, Lord Mortimer anticipates that once France obtains Louisiana, they will cede it to you.
What do you mean? To us? The United States?
You heard right.
But
President Washington, the United States will double in size.
By what miracle have you...
You need to expand, George. You and France are the two major democracies in the modern world. It is necessary that you both become superpowers.
Are you really going to sponsor democracy throughout the world?
Of course, Monsieur Peru. That's why I don't want Spain to get too attached to those wetlands. Please continue, Louis. Explain my vision to Mr. President.
Так.
Mr. President, Lord Mortimer intends for you to conquer all the North American continent. He's relying on you to not stop at Louisiana, but to continue to push west.
Indeed, it would be dishonest to pretend that this is not my final objective.
But why didn't you tell me before?
So that Lord Mortimer would appear to be isolated without support.
Exactly. You got it, Louis.
Lord Mortimer retains the advantage by advancing undercover, and for it to work, he needed you to act surprised.
William, you haven't changed. Always one step ahead.
One step ahead? You're joking. More like 5.
On that note, my friends, it's getting late. Mr. President, continue to take offense over my project when we resume the conference in the morning. You do it to a T. And if Sir Gregory has the audacity to send you an emissary to convince you to go against me, do me a favor. String him along if you can. The more they believe we are divided, the more we'll have our hands free.
Only too happy to oblige.
Now, let us get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Louis, if you have a minute, I would like to ask a favor of you. I'm going to require your services.
How can I be of help? Tell me all about it.
Our adversaries are many, and the closing vote of the conference will soon be upon us. Time is of an essence, so I'll need you to assist me this evening.
How can I help?
I need you to go this very evening to persuade Senor Godoy to join us. He is the backbone of Gregory's resistance. Turn him round, and all the others will follow in such a stampede that Gregory will be able to do nothing but admit defeat.
Lord Mortimer, with all due respect, don't you think I'm the last person Godoy wants to talk to?
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
Lord Mortimer, you're not telling me everything.
Let's say I wouldn't disapprove if the Right Honorable, though nonetheless choleric, Duke Manuel put you in his bad books. If it could motivate him to declare war on France, it would greatly serve our interests.
War? What do you mean?
I told you before the conference. The more we distract Spain from the Americas, the less it will have an eye on Louisiana.
But all the same, we're talking about a war in Europe.
Don't worry. That's why Mr. Bonaparte is with us. I am convinced we'll be perfectly capable of managing the conflict. And Senor Godoy is not a great soldier. He will not commit Spain to a long war that he won't be capable of managing.
I'll go straight away.
Thank you, my boy. And get some rest afterwards. Big day tomorrow.
Да.
Aren't you afraid our projects for Italy may be discovered before we... Oh, please excuse us, Louis, but I need to...
No. What?
I'm going to have a word with Duke Manuel, but...
Yes. Avoid any marks of respect and protocol pertaining to his rank. He's not fond of courtly manners.
Thank you for the advice, my lord. When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away. I shall be leaving you.
Так, ладно, пошли. Концовка Мортимера кажется мне какой-то, видите, все темное, как будто, блин, не знаю. Темная лошадка, конечно, я. Я предаю мать, одновременно предаю Холма, предаю эту демоническую семью, все такое прочее. Применить Годоя, пытаться победить Годоя. Ну, я перебежду его, конечно. А, кстати, Годой, мы ж не знаем, какие он испытывает устойчивости. Я знаю, что тут политика, да.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
Dear Monsieur...
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Подожди, он на балконе, да? Точно.
Leave me, Durishe.
Your door was ajar, and, well, given the state of your room, I was worried.
It's none of your business.
Very well. I'll leave you then.
Значит, это мое дело, Перу. Весь бардак устроил. Ну, так, у нас еще... Так, Годой. Бонапарт разговаривает, кому-то его обыскивать нет смысла, потому что мы его обыскивали в прошлом эпизоде. Можно войти. А зачем? Ну, в принципе, посмотреть все не мешает, конечно. Зачем, почему открыто, почему все такое? Прочее.
The Beaucaire dinner. It hasn't been signed yet, but there's a letter with it. So, Bonaparte is going to publish a book that he didn't write. That crafty little rascal.
Так, а если так?
It isn't signed. That's some quality paper. I'd say it's Mortimer's.
О. Почерк Мортимера, окей. Чё? Ух ты!
My dearest son.
Так, здесь нельзя, окей.
My dear Napoleon.
Так, ну вроде все. Картина.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Так, герцогине нельзя. Печаль. Так, уходим. Так. Поехали налево. Не лагай.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Excuse me, but I must fetch a letter for the Duke.
Very well, sir. You may pass.
Уклонение. Блин, он был использовать, конечно, потому что мед у нас дофига. Ну блин, слишком дорого. Слишком дорого. Закачать уклонение. Так. Кремлевская вода.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke. It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. And it reeks of lavender. Well, well, Mr. Godoy. You seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Так.
So, let's see what it says. It seems that the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
Письмо. Воздух.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking
Мед.
is like
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Don Quixote.
Дон
Talk
Кихот.
Prometheus. Punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man.
Так, золотой эликсир.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to.
A devil's thorn.
Oh.
Be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Я, кажется, неплохо. Благородство меча что? Это манускрипт? Да, благородство меча. Так, это ловкость качает. Кстати, неплохо. Это гуд.
Amber.
Янтарь. Отлично. Нет места для меда? Серьезно? Но, ну блин, сейчас закончится эпизод.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ah, Monsieur de... I wanted...
If I want a path... He won't let me buy. I'll have to find another way of
Я
getting into the
находил.
damn room.
Все нашел. То, что надо, я нашел.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Интересно, к чему Вашингтон использует эту слабость метод? Вот это интересно.
Locked.
Ну, давай взломаем.
The president's person, and judging by the...
Янтарь. Плохо. Так, ладно, пошли отсюда. Ищем Мануэля. Труп убрали. Даже крови не осталось. Кровь должна была засохнуть. Пистолета нет. Вообще, ощущение, что убийства вообще не было. Надо бы слугу сюда хотя бы поставить, я не знаю. Честное слово.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Да.
Great work of the pure great alchemist. There are 4 phases to attain. The soul must be transformed. It's very metaphorical as the human spirit.
Пошли дальше. Может, у меня в боекомнате что-то комнату даже не свою не зашел. Годой. Я думаю, что...
I would like to come in.
I am sorry, sir.
I'm looking for someone. Tell me at least who's in there so I don't needlessly go looking around for hours.
Duchess Hillsborough is speaking with Sir Gregory. The other guests have gone back to their rooms through the up.
Can you tell me where I can find Duke Manuel, please?
Alas, I do not know, sir. I can only assure...
Why do you ask?
Sir Gregory...
Very well. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. What can I do for... I am...
Have you seen Duke Manuel?
The Duke is in the...
Столовой, окей. Что за музыка? Или мне послышалось? Нет! Серьезно? Я не знал, что ты умеешь играть на пианино. Пошли базарить. Нет? Или да? Я не знаю. Блин. Но игра очень сильно сейчас лагает. Ну, вообще. Я не знаю, с чем это связано.
Duke Manuel?
Другой третий эпизод вообще. Можно так назвать ролик.